Hello and welcome to another Career Codex video where I discuss strategies for finding success in the executive job market. My name's Simon Gray and today I'm talking about the big decision or choice executive job seekers need to make. In my experience, the knee-jerk reaction for many C-suite, C-level executives entering the executive job market, whatever the reason, is often to rush to write their CV or resume. Thoughts and questions often turn to, well, how do I structure my CV or resume to best reflect my experience? How much detail do I include and how long should it be? With all the advice out there, which format or style should I adopt? And having written the CV or resume, consideration is then given to how to best position it in front of executive job boards and executive search firms. Questions like, which are the best executive job boards? Which are the best executive search firms to register with? Then if the response to an online application or approach to an executive search firm is not as expected or results don't come quickly enough, thinking can then gravitate to, well, I've got great experience, but how do I get people to take notice? Why is no one calling me about relevant opportunities? Or what am I doing wrong? Now, the above is a common approach, but it's by no means the best approach. In my experience, having worked in the recruitment industry for over 10 years and now advising executive clients from across the globe, it's what the majority tend to do. And because this is what everyone else seems to be doing, it's seen by many as the default thing to do. However, if you're in the executive job market looking to advance within sector or make an executive transition to something new, there is another way. The big choice you need to make is whether to react to what's out there or to proactively find and secure the position you really want. It's also whether to rely solely on third parties, executive job boards and executive search firms, or to take the reins yourself. It's a decision really to lead from the front as a minority or follow what everyone else is doing to blend in with the majority. One of the things I often observe having started work with a new client is that their perspective on opportunities in the executive job market in view of their future are primarily governed by what they can see, which usually manifests in the form of positions advertised online or presented by executive search firms. Many have heard of something I call the hidden market. You may have heard of it too, which is the place where executive opportunities are often filled before ever entering the public domain. But few are doing anything to tap into its potential. Even if at the outset they believe in its existence, without a clear destination in mind and a strategy to gain access, the default position is back to chasing visible opportunities in competition with everyone else. As a former professional recruiter, it's interesting to draw a parallel here with what good and bad recruiters do. Bad recruiters chase what they can see and follow the crowd. They talk to their candidates in the hope of finding out where they're on interview, and having identified an organisation that's recruiting, they chase the lead down. This is always a low probability strategy because the organisation will either be happy with the shortlist secured through their own merits or will have already been retained by an executive search firm. Good recruiters, on the other hand, get ahead of the markets. They work in a particular specialism and identify organisations within their niche where there is a probability of change. They build relationships at the highest level with influential decision makers without the expectation of business today. Instead, they trust in the fact that if the organisation at some point in the future needs to engage the services of an executive search firm, that they'll be in pole position. What's more, because they'll have a relationship with the organisation in the lead up to any recruitment decision, they're likely to have an opportunity to influence and shape the requirements. Good recruiters identify who they want to work with, have a specialist proposition, and get ahead of the market to build relationships. By engaging early, they help shape decisions instead of being late to the party and forced to react to decisions already made. Therefore, to be effective as an executive job seeker, it's time to think and act like a good recruiter. Before ever putting pen to paper or fingers to keyboard to write your CV or resume, start by having a clear and defined destination in mind, whether this destination is currently visible or not. For many of my clients, this is the very first time they've stepped back to really think about what it is they really want, where they want to take their career, and what the future they have the power to create through proactive action could actually look like. What's visible and out there advertised on executive job boards or positioned by executive search firms is only the tip of the iceberg. there are a multitude of high probability opportunities which always exist in the hidden market before ever being positioned in the public domain. The challenge is in accessing the hidden market, and the thing even the most senior executives find difficult is starting their executive job search from a different place to everyone else. Having defined their destination, success requires consistent execution, often without early confirmation, over an extended period of time to uncover these opportunities. Although highly skilled and experts in their field, this strategy requires a step out of existing comfort zones to take proactive control from the off. Successful executive job search is a business in itself, and it's helpful for many to see it this way. You are the CEO of this business, which includes responsibility for its mission, strategy, and activities, not to mention performance measures. Employed as the CEO of a company, you may take advice, but would never completely outsource decisions on mission or strategy to someone else. Instead, you take ownership and responsibility and lead the activity of the team to deliver results. However, when it comes to the business of executive job search, you're usually the only employee, which means all of the activity is down to you too. Whether you decide to follow the majority or take proactive control of your future, the choice is entirely yours to make. So there you have it. Successful executive job search is very much like running a business, and lessons from good recruiters to have a niche and build relationships to get ahead of the market are important. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing on YouTube, and if you'd like to get in touch with me directly, please visit careercodex.com or connect with me and send me a message on LinkedIn. My username is Simon Gray ACA. That's Gray with an A, Gray. On that note, just to let you know that I'm running a special online event with Victoria Ipri, a LinkedIn advisor to the C-suite, on the 19th of April. Registration is now open at careercodex.com. Look for the yellow post-it note at the top of the page, click the link to register to attend. We'll be discussing some of the recent changes to the platform and how to use LinkedIn as part of your successful executive job search strategy. So that's it for today. Until next time, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.